They're tactical boots.
No. I just got these boots.
I need to get new boots, dude. I didn't ruin them, but like
They have a weird smell to them. They smell like old man.
You got them at the thrift shop?
They were $9.
At the thrift shop?
Dude, that's fucking good.
You know why? He died in those boots, dude.
I was thinking that. Dude. Wearing dead man's boots.
Welcome back to Broke Till Friday podcast.
That's what makes them sexy.
Welcome back to Broke Till
They itch,
Friday
too.
podcast.
Ugh.
They itch like on the top, like
They
this
itch
part.
at the top?
Right here.
They had
They've got
They
boot
had bug
rash.
bites?
They've got boot rash in their fucking thing.
or not bug
Oh my
bites,
God.
fucking bed bugs in the boots.
Make sure to like,
Why would bed bugs be
subscribe.
in your boots?
I
Give me a
don't know.
sandwich.
They're not called shoe bugs. They're called bed bugs.
Yeah.
Bed bugs can be anywhere, though, to be fair.
Oh, they can be anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't call them couch bugs just because they're on your couch, too.
So bed bugs can be on the surface of the sun?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. If you want to get semantic with it, yeah.
Okay.
You want to get anti-Semitic with
So
it?
would they be called sun bugs?
No, they're still bed bugs burning in the sun. That's it. That's all they'd be.
Bed bugs is a qualification of their being, not of
Yeah.
their location.
Yeah, you don't turn into Sun Michael just because they're going to the sun. You're still Michael, just burning in the sun.
Still Michael.
Michael on the couch, Michael on the floor, Michael in the ceiling, Michael at the door. 1 Michael, 2 Michael, red Michael, blue Michael.
Gay Michael, green Michael.
7 Michael, triangle Michael.
Did you know
Look,
you
I
can
don't know
have?
words.
Did you know
It's
you,
like we're having a collective stroke.
did,
dude.
you know, did you know you can have lice and not know it? Even because sometimes there's some cases where people don't even itch and they're the same color as your skin, so you can't even tell.
Oh
Sometimes.
yeah, I have
yeah, that's
lice.
me.
Look here. You're welcome.
We all have lice now. Well, technically, they're not lice. They're head bugs.
No one calls them head bugs.
I call them head bugs because they're in your head, right? They're bugs in your head. Head bugs.
Because they're bugging.
Exactly. So, but on to more serious news. So we now have both vice presidential picks out.
Oh,
have the
my
guy who fucked his couch.
God. And I'm voting Donald Trump just for the memes, dude.
You have the guy who fucked his couch, and then you have the guy that gave all kids in Minnesota free food for their school lunch program.
Oh, I thought you were
So-
going to say Walter.
Walter. Why Walter? Because he fought for our freedom and almost died.
He
yeah,
died.
exactly.
Oh, you're right.
He died
Rest
in
peace,
Vietnam.
Walter.
He's not dead. I just want to have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Michael? Speak up.
That's what
That's
they taught him in the army.
This man in the army.
That's what they taught him in the army.
So Donald Trump at age 78 is the oldest person to run for president.
Is this honestly what we're going to talk about?
He's too old. Well, do you know anything about Tim Walz? Or JD Vance?
Said he didn't fuck a couch.
I don't give a shit
Yeah.
anymore, dude. I just want to.
You just want it to be over?
This is just. I don't even care, dude.
Dude, we're going to have Kamala Harris as president with Tim Walz as vice president.
She's gonna crack down on like theft. Everyone's gonna go. Everyone's gonna go to jail.
Everyone's immediately going to jail. Is that what the right-wing TikTok is telling
That's my own assumption.
you? Why?
Yeah.
What
She's
do
a
you know
bitch.
about her recent takes?
Her recent takes
Yes.
is that coconut.
Coconuts in Barbados, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah.
When
Barbados.
life gives you coconuts, you,
She's
you
a
fall out of
Barbados
the
plant.
coconut tree. And then they're like, she
Yeah.
has a crazy laugh. And then she was like, Republicans are weird. And then they all
Yeah, they collectively screeched.
lost their fucking minds. It's so funny, dude. Some people are saying that they're doing that to their family members. So fucking funny, and it's triggering them more because they're like, "You guys are fascists. Nah, you're just throwing words around. You guys are sexist. Nah, we just want women to be property
What I
again."
find kind of funny though is all the people
Talking to
that-
the mic, I can't hear you. What?
What I find kind of funny though is like all the right wing people saying, "Well, time to move to Canada, time to move to Mexico, time to move to this." And it's like,
They don't know what's waiting.
and
for
I'm
them.
just like,
Yeah.
so it's okay for you guys to leave the country into another place where you're not from.
Exactly.
But
So you're saying you want to immigrate away from a country because you don't like how its government's being run? Where have I heard this before?
Interesting.
But just because they're white, they're allowed to do it.
Hmm.
Oh, like there was a fucking article like 2 or 3 years ago about Russian women just coming over to have anchor babies. But they weren't calling them anchor babies.
Yeah.
They only ever use anchor babies in a derogatory sense when it's like a Hispanic,
Mexican. Yeah.
a Hispanic person,
Hispanic.
right? Or brown person, I'll
Yeah.
say. Because, yeah, Russian women are like, they're having birth visas. It's like so cool and trendy. And it's like, isn't that straight up illegal because of the fact that they're doing it on just to purposely
On
get
purpose,
it?
yeah. If they're caught, like, I think they could get your citizenship revoked or some shit like that.
They
So,
throw
like,
her
yeah.
and the baby into the gulag.
Yeah.
So.
Straight into the volcano.
Exactly. Okay. Unironically, though, what would happen if we just started throwing trash into volcanoes?
Wouldn't they explode?
it would cause
No.
more
Eruption.
the volcano would erupt depending
Why?
on the state
Why?
of the volcano. Because it's currently the volcano is at a state where it is stable, and then if you were to add anything to it, if you throw random bullshit into it, it can erupt and it causes disturbances in
Yeah,
the
because
volcano.
you're feeding it basically.
Okay, so it can. So look, there. It says beyond temperature. There are other good reasons not to burn our trash in volcanoes. Okay. Okay. Lava at 2,000 degrees can melt food scraps, paper, plastic, glass, and some metals. It's not hot enough to melt many other common metals, including steel, nickel, and iron.
To be fair, though, I don't think we would want to melt the steel, the metal, and like the metals.
Yeah, that's the reusable stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. Let me see.
But what Michael said is, from what I know, it's correct. Yeah.
Density and simple mechanics. Most trash is assorted organic materials. So using a density between 0.8 and 1.1 grams on cubic grams on average, with water at 1 cubic gram for reference, most rocks and lavas have a density of 2.2 to 3.5 grams. So whatever trash which would reach the lava would float to the top of the crust of volcanic glass, which coasts on top of the most lava lakes. So at most, the trash would smolder at the top of the volcano, stinking up tremendously like a large open pit and an unfiltered incinerator. At worst, it would just sit there and do nothing. The presence of lava in the center of most volcanoes is at best intermittent. The craters are generally occupied by a plug of cooled lava, which may gradually move upward like a piston over the course of months or years. This would scatter the trash around the volcano at irregular intervals. Most volcanoes have quite a lot of gas and produce explosive volcanism, which would further scatter the trash around the countryside whenever an explosion would occur. So
what you're saying is I can go swim in a volcano.
basically,
I can go do the double barrel backflip into a volcano.
It's not very hard to burn the waste yourself instead of carrying it into a volcano. And when it's done in a controlled fashion, you can actually generate electricity for it or make useful gas from it. You also prevent toxic gases from escaping. Using strong chemicals would be a waste because making strong chemicals requires a lot of energy.
So you're
like-
saying essentially to burn your shit instead of throwing it away?
No. That you should throw it away in places that recycle and burn garbage to create energy. Like it was like Finland.
So like in
or
Mexico where they just put all their trash in a pile and then burn it?
not like that.
Yeah, like the Simpsons, a giant tire pile.
Exactly.
No, well, there's also other reasons why not to, right? Because like there's reasons why we don't burn our trash anymore like that.
No, because of the fumes. Literally, because of the smell
they
and the
escape.
fumes.
Yeah. They
And you're like
escape and they pollute
releasing
more.
Yeah, you're releasing all this fucking
Yeah.
microplastics into the air.
You should just make everything, like all kind of like wrappers, biodegradable.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Sweden in 2017 was
The whole thing with the
importing
wrapper.
garbage from other countries because they have a waste to energy program. They were forced to import garbage because they ran out of garbage in the country in Sweden. That's crazy.
To be fair though, like in particular in California, we don't need it. Like our solar panels generate so much electricity for us that sometimes they overcompensate the grid. Like they
Yeah.
start going into negative. But the issue is the batteries. We don't have a properly funded battery program that can handle the load.
But how about when it gets cloudy? Checkmate, liberals. If there's shade, that means that sun can't get through. Side note: sun can get through because it's the rays and stuff that go through the sun, through the clouds.
Little did you know that my 7th grade physics class was like, hey, did you know clouds act as a magnifying glass for the sun?
Exactly. Oh, so how about this? What if you could teleport trash into the middle of the sun?
Well,
What
that's different
if
though.
we-
'Cause, yeah, that,
Yeah,
that,
well,
would,
if
that
you have
would hella-
teleportation, you can just
Into the
teleport it
sun.
to the fucking Pluto. Who
Yeah,
gives a
dude,
shit?
fucking
you know?
teleport it in someone's ass.
No.
Get rid of
Not
it.
to Pluto, because you don't want to put it into another planet. You just want to throw it into the middle of the sun.
Pluto's
where
not a
it-
planet.
Can we shoot garbage into the sun? Let's find out. It's possible, but it's not practical.
Throw all
So-
of our trash into a fucking black hole. There you go.
There we go.
It would be extremely expensive to send trash into the sun, with one estimate putting the cost at 33 quadrillion per year. That's more than the amount of money in the world.
Yeah.
Do you think the Geo R5 is better than your CX3?
It's the same gun.
Right? They look
It's-
the same.
It's essentially the same gun.
Dude,
This man's talking paintball. Let's talk paintball.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
So the Geo R5, for those of you guys,
It cost about the same.
it's $100 difference, and they're both the same core. They're both
They literally
super
look the
high-end.
same, dude.
The
Almost
only
the same.
difference is the eyes. The eyes are covered on the Geo R5 by the grip, whereas in the CS3, they're exposed, but they have their little covers that you can use to uncover it after taking off the grip. So it's, it's technically one extra step, but it's essentially the same.
For $100 less.
I mean, to be fair, you can find a used CS3 for like 1,100 right now.
There's
and
one wait, how much is the
1,100?
how much is new? The
1750 for the CS3 and 1650 for the R5.
Oh.
Right? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. Let me see. Yeah, CS3 is still under the return window. Should I return and get the new Geo R5? But also,
But
it just depends.
does the Geos have that feature where you can change the
Everything. It has
change the
everything's
thing like
high-end.
on your handle you can change it right there?
Yeah, no, it has a screen, it has everything. Almost any marker over like $500 will have a screen, to be honest. But yeah, like they're even saying at this point, no high-end marker is objectively better. It's just different. There's like efficiency, paint handling, and things like that. But to be fair, it just matters how it feels in your hands. Because there's some that have like slightly shorter grips that might feel a little awkward, or maybe the angle is weird. But it just depends on.
Yeah, this person's selling their Ito 3 for $350.
What?
I've heard that before. The angle's weird.
Yeah, the same gum I have for $350.
I'm pretty sure that's how much we got yours for.
Well,
No,
just
it was
just the gum-
$2.99. It was like $2.99 or something like that. No, it was $3.50, but the guy gave me $50 back because it wasn't working. Remember? And we just had to replace the O-ring or whatever.
Yes.
That was a good time. But yeah, there's no significant difference in performance. So like let's say if you have a pro team with CS3s and you have a pro team with ETHA 3s, it'll all come down to the player. It's 100% the
That's
player.
bullshit because I feel
It's
like
not.
yours goes farther than mine.
It is not.
It
I
fucking
promise
does, at
it
least
does
with the
not.
same speed. Yours goes way further out with a faster speed than the mine fucking does.
Well, also
When-
depends on the speed we have.
When
it
you were like,
cranked at and
I
stuff
can
like
reach
that.
the fucking hill, and we were all the way at the end of the bunker. I was like, no,
Well,
you fucking
only-
can't.
only
I was like,
because
if I were to do that, that shit would
aimed
fucking
it super
reach
high.
I would aim it super high too, but that shit would reach slowly, and it probably wouldn't even impact correctly. Yours were still hidden.
Man, I don't know. It's essentially the same.
It's essentially
It's the quality of life features that you're paying for after a certain threshold. Like, you maybe have a fancy screen. Maybe it talks to you. Maybe you
it sucks
have
your dick.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you never know.
It comes with the attachment already ready.
Yeah. So, or it has like a cool milled body and things like that. But yeah, the R5, the Geo
The
R5.
fuck's a cool milled body?
Oh, I'll show you. It's like that one gun I showed you over there, the purple and HK Army CS3. So if you the Fossil, right? It's called Fossil. It's like $400 more expensive, but
Oh
it's like
shit, that's kind of sick.
it's
Not
got
gonna lie.
scales
oh
and
fuck,
shit.
dude, that's kind of sick.
yeah.
Am I gonna spend money to buy it? No.
No,
The size of
it's
this monkey's titties,
2,100.
dude.
I might as well buy the table
Terrible.
for the.
Look at this,
for
Edward.
The D&D.
Huh?
Oh, that's me.
Look. Hold on.
Jesus.
Yeah, look at that. The monkey's
Oh,
got
that's
some
me.
big titties, dude.
Anyways,
That's the
um,
first time I've ever seen that on a monkey.
the first time you've ever seen that? My God,
On a monkey.
on a monkey. Are gorillas monkeys? No,
No.
I have to blur
they
most
don't
of
have
this out.
tails. So yeah, back to JD Vance and JD Power and Associates. We got Tim Walz.
Dude, I feel like no one heard. Like I didn't even hear about JD Vance until he got picked for Trump as president. Like,
And then everyone immediately started posting clips of JD Vance going, yeah, Trump is basically the next Hitler. Yeah, Trump is fucking terrible for this country. Yeah, Trump is this, Trump is that. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's not. He was like, yes, I suck his dick and now I'm his VP, you know?
Those shirts
Yeah.
comfortable?
These?
of
feel like-
course.
I feel like they sweat.
No, these are breathable ones.
These
That's
is
the
the
whole
same thing
point.
as my Hunter shirt.
Yeah, they're
When I got
supposed
off
to
of
be
a TikTok
breathable.
shop.
That's why I only wear this type when I'm like just sitting at home sweating.
Feels like you're like, it's like,
What? Feels
the
like
word.
what?
what's the word? It's like, you're
Uncomfortable, itchy.
not itchy. Like you're wearing the tablecloth.
Nah.
Nah.
You know?
I think you mean more of those like party things.
Yeah, those party
yeah,
shits.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
The
Nah,
manteles.
Mantel, yeah.
That's a different material though
Yeah,
too.
it's a lot
This is
different.
this is clothing
That's
material.
like if I were to put a heat gun on this, it's not gonna shrink. If I were to put a heat gun on that shit, that's just gonna
well, to be fair, this might shrink.
show
'cause
up
it's
like your grandpa's balls.
polyester and some other stuff.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I
but
think the
That's
si-
why it
I
has
think
that
this-
feel because it's polyester.
the symbol's backwards on that monster. Isn't it the other way around?
I have no clue. Maybe
The other Chinese shirt, like
straight up, you're expecting quality.
yeah, from like
Come on.
fucking what's that site called?
It is backwards. Look.
Timu.
Goes this way. Oh my god, yeah, that's same.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to left instead of to the right. And also,
Get your
I don't know
refund.
if you noticed, you see Alienware is fucking backwards.
Oh, it's also off, dude.
Yeah, I know. The Avenger symbol's backwards. I think no, is it
How much was the shirt?
$5?
$5.
Yeah, don't ask questions.
I feel like I'd get a rash if I wore that.
No, it's okay. So the Avengers is the right way. Team Liquid is the right way. Alienware is the right way. It's cut off over here too.
Because I was like, I could probably make this for
Oh, there we
you.
go,
If you
look.
get the shirt, like, I
Look.
could make this for you.
The
Honda
Honda.
is fucking
Yeah.
backwards and upside down. That's so fucking funny.
But it'd be more than
But
$5.
the main, yeah, like nobody pays attention to details.
Yeah.
It's the main design that you're looking at.
It's on there. That's all you need. It's
Exactly.
on there.
And it's also like I'm not gonna walk around going, guys, look at my $90 shirt. Cause dude, a brand new one of these is $90. You're fucked if you think I'm
Fuck
gonna pay
that,
$90.
dude, yeah.
I could buy
That's more fun.
15 bootleg shirts for the price of one, you know. But yeah, support your local small business.
That's amazing that you can do that math so quickly, dude.
It's not amazing. It's basic math.
That's amazing.
So
Well, it took me at least a minute.
you're like
Yeah.
carrying the 5, carrying the finger, then. Dude, speaking about counting, have you seen professional abacus counters? Abacus.
Yeah, there's.
Holy shit,
like,
dude. Let me
that
show
shit's
you.
Insane.
Let me show you. Competitive abacus.
Jack Black, that fucking video is funny, dude.
Yep. So abacus.
Did you
abacus.
did you guys ever hear about what happened to him?
Jack
no,
Black
I know
and
he
the-
like this. He
So
like
he was-
disbanded the thing, right?
No,
Because-
he didn't disband.
No.
It's because Kyle Gass went up and was like, next time hit Trump, right? Which you should not be advocating for political violence, especially when you're with a voice that loud or whatever, right?
All these fucking right wing pussies. I can't say that. Why would you fucking support violence
I
to
know.
someone?
Yeah.
Eat a dick,
But
dude.
the thing is, he canceled. Yeah, so he canceled the tour. Because obviously you don't know how fucking crazy people are, and who knows at their next tour if someone shows up with a gun. Or
What I
whatever it
find
is, you know?
hilarious is like all these right wing people like
crying
they-
about it.
no like yeah they're crying about it, but it's like it's the same people that like think Deadpool's like straight, and then they get mad because like no, you're making Deadpool gay.
Wait,
Dude, there was a whole discourse about that on Twitter
Because
recently.
they were like, "Oh my god, the dancer who danced in the first 5 minutes is gay. I can't believe that." And they're like, "What the fuck do you care?"
Yeah.
You don't know anything about Deadpool. The fact that he's like pansexual because he fucks everything, including pans. Like, you know what I mean?
It was such a joke in like 2013, 2012, 2011 that like Deadpool would fuck everything just because it now has a name, like a commonly associated name.
Yeah.
Like everyone's suddenly switching up on it. Like you already knew this. You knew this from the beginning. This is not new.
It's like right wing to have a certain perspective on pop culture, and it's like they have a certain like
misunderstanding.
of like this is how it is in my head, but then when they realize, oh, it's actually kind of gay, or it's actually kind of liberal, or it's actually kind of this, no, it's not. It's fucking like. Do you really think Tenacious D, the band, those two guys are going to be 100% right wing people?
Fuck
They-
no.
Yeah, like no, but then when they find out they're not and they're actually against it, it's like what? I can't believe they're like that. I can't believe it. Like where the fuck like is your brain at, dude? Like
Yeah.
go listen to like the KKK songs of hate, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, no, like this goes back like far. Like in Nazi Germany, the Nazis didn't like their own like music. They didn't like the media that they produced. They themselves were sneaking in stuff from the West because they didn't enjoy the stuff that they produced because it's soulless. It doesn't have anything. That's why I always
Doesn't
say
have creativity.
Yeah.
like these fucking. Oh, there's another one where like the singer from Green Day, he had a Trump mask that said "idiot" on it.
yes.
And when he was like, "I'm not a part of the MAGA agenda," and then they were like all pissed.
my
They're like,
God,
he got
it's
woke,
like-
blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, you're fucking stupid.
Go
if you
fucking
think-
listen to Pantera, you fucking idiots, dude.
I feel
Nah.
like some shit like this happens all the time. because
Pantera,
like,
Pantera's white supremacist.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
wow. I did not know that one.
The
But
singer is straight up like white power at his concerts. dude.
Holy shit.
fuck, dude. I feel like some shit like this happens like every fucking every so often, like every couple of months.
Pantera singer
Oh,
overpassed white power. That's crazy.
wild. Because like fucking Rage Against the Machine was like the big one like a couple of years ago, right? Where like people all of a sudden, I guess, like had a problem with what they were like, and it's like now like it was so ubiquitous, like right around when we were like in the middle of college, I think, when this started happening, that it's like a joke. It's like, what machine do you think they were raging against? Like your
Yeah.
parents?
These people, it's like, are they fucking retarded? Do they just hear sounds like this sounds cool, and they don't just listen to any of the songs and what they're representing?
Some
in
of
the
those that
music?
work forces are the same that burn crosses. Like, what the fuck do they think that
Yeah.
meant, idiots? So, okay. So, literally, these fucking abacus people, they look like Rain Men, dude, because they'll be doing the brrrr thing, right? Where they're, like, moving their hands around.
yeah,
I'm trying to
the
find a
genius.
good one of, like, a competition with a bunch of them. But let me see. Abacus.
Abacus theory? What's that?
Let's see.
is that just like math on the abacus?
Yeah. Literally. Dude, okay. I'll show you right now. I'm trying to find it. Fucking.
But speaking of like super fucking obvious shit, I did not expect the boys to be. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like overt with its like messaging, but I did not
It
expect
was
to be
very-
that overt. Like at certain
Yes.
points, I even like kind of cringed.
They didn't
I was
understand
like-
it. I know. They straight up did not
It felt
understand
it felt like that one episode of Doctor Who, the fucking the first one of the specials. That's how overt the language was. It was just, I don't know. It was so weird. It had me do a double take during it. Like,
I know. There we go. Indian Abacus National Level Competition 2019. This is the 20-second clip I was looking for. So, look at this. This is freaking crazy. I'll throw this up on the screen right now. Michael,
Yeah.
look. 20 seconds. This is
we gotta have a Subway surfer.
I know. National level competition of abacus, right? They're literally.
Oh my god, they're going.
Yeah, it's this, but real. It's Rain Men, but real. And yeah, they're because they know how to use the abacus so well, they can calculate shit and just go muscle memory next.
That's insane,
muscle
dude.
memory next. Muscle memory, and they're seeing the abacus in front of them, dude.
They're seeing all 4 dimensions, dude.
Straight up, they really are, dude. My God.
Do you think in a
First comment is zombies.
on a letter, like for your oh my god, the word is escaping me.
You said what? A comment on the
The letter, what's that shit called? The letter
alphabet?
on your resume, but they make you put like what is it called? A front letter or like a
Cover letter.
cover letter. You think in a cover letter you should ever put like that you've struggled in the past in a previous job or something like
No.
No, because they like that. They'll see your weakness and
Yeah.
they'll snap at you. Are you writing your cover letter right now?
that? Yeah.
No. So that's the other thing. You can't really write a cover letter. You can have like a cover letter outline that you can tweak and stuff.
That's
You
what
need
I'm
to make
doing.
it unique to each.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. But
We're doing that right now.
yeah, I'm like, dude. And on your phone, come on. When you get home, you do it on your laptop.
Yeah.
You crack open that.
You drink four fucking gallons of Monster cum, and then you
drink
fucking crank
four
it.
Four Locos. It's called Four Loco because the minimum drinking age requirement to drink that is 4. Okay.
Oh, I thought because the minimum drinking.
You ever had a
requirement is
fucking Four
of those
Loko?
Four Loko.
Dude, I got
No.
heart palpitations drinking a 4 Loco, dude.
Of course,
They were fucking bad,
They
dude.
fucking killed people.
I've drank one, and then like I had this much left in the can, and then my heart was doing a weird tingly thing, and then I was like, "Oh, hold on," and then it started like a panic attack. I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And I was like, "Fuck, hold on, I'm not gonna drink." And they were like, "You're a bitch, stop!" And then Ron was like, "You're a bitch, drink the whole shit." He's drank like 2 cans in. I was like,
Drinking straight
"Motherfucker,
gasoline.
I'm dying." Like
Caffeinated alcoholic drink.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I drank
dude.
like a quarter
it's
of
a
it
monster.
in high
It's a
school, and I was
monster
like,
with fucking alcohol
no.
in it.
All that taurine just blasting through your veins, and you're like, dude, I don't feel so. He's like, you're a bitch. And then when you have a heart attack, and he's like, you're a bitch. Like, what the fuck? My God, that's
You're a bitch for
crazy.
dying.
Yeah.
Low key though.
Dumbass with a weak heart.
Low
Fuck
key though,
you.
I am a bitch. If you are a bitch, if you die,
Damn. FDA ruling.
So are we all
so-
bitches technically?
Okay, but are
Get
you really
good.
afraid
Don't
of
fucking
death?
OD. Don't fucking have alcohol
get good.
poisoning. Just get good.
Just
Get
handle,
good.
just handle your fucking speedballs.
Handle your shit.
John Belushi or whatever his name was. Fucking. Was it John or Jim? No, it's John because Jim went on to
See,
do
but
according
why
to
would
Jim.
you ever pay $2.77 for a 4 Loco watermelon when you can make that shit at home? Just mix a bunch of.
Well, so the energy drink is the thing that's expensive. That's why.
Uh.
Because you can't just get energy drink. You know.
Hey, you can get Prime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like $1 now. 79 cents.
Like,
Um,
oh, dude, you know, fucking Logan Paul's fucking suing CoffeeZilla.
And what a moron! Oh my God, walk me through it. I was gonna Google it, but walk me through it. Tell me what's going on. I know you know what's going on.
I know what's going on because I've been following this shit forever.
Hell yeah.
Fucking CoffeeZilla, it made it like a couple of like videos basically saying like, hey, Logan Paul's fucking scamming people.
Yep.
He ran a couple of scams, but the main one that he was talking about is this
CryptoZoo.
CryptoZoo, yeah. It's essentially this game, quote unquote game, where like you by playing it you get like it's version of a shitcoin or whatever. Like you get a shitcoin by raising the animals or whatever. You can hatch them, but on release, like you couldn't play it. You physically couldn't play it, and he wasn't like letting you take your money out, and like there was like all this other shit, and it turned out like that. The person he hired to do that was like this like known scam artist basically. Like he's done like identity theft and like
Ponzi schemes.
Ponzi schemes. Yeah. He was like, oh yeah, I'm like I ran something for the Dodgers or some shit, like some football team or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically known scammer, and all this shit. And then he made when CoffeeZilla released his original video, Logan Paul was like, "I like your video. Yes, I apologize. It's not my fault, but I still apologize, and I'll start giving the money back." And then he like decided to give like 2% of the money back or whatever the fuck, like some like minuscule amount compared to like what he stole.
Yeah.
And then he like. He even went. I forgot. So one of them went on Joe Rogan, and they started talking about shit on there. And then Logan Paul started retracting all his statements. He's like, "No, CoffeeZilla's been defaming me." And then CoffeeZilla made another video, basically outlining how he's still scamming and like, and saying that like, "No, I've been keeping an eye on him. He hasn't given any refunds, not even what he had initially promised he would give, as small as that was." And then all of a sudden, CoffeeZilla gets hit with. Like this like Logan Paul hires, I guess not all of a sudden, because Logan was saying for a while that he was going to sue him. He hires like 5 lawyers specifically to fucking hit CoffeeZilla with that shit, and that's the reason why CoffeeZilla hasn't really been uploading that much recently.
Mm-hmm.
And then in addition to that, while he's doing this, because there's some types of insurance that you can actually get against defamation lawsuits when you're a content creator. When you're doing something like us, you can get this insurance. So if you get like sued by someone, doing the slap lawsuit or whatever, you're defended. They'll cover your lawsuit fees. You don't have to worry about it. Your premium will go up because it's like getting in a car crash. Although I agree with CoffeeZilla. That's kind of stupid because you don't do anything. It's like, oh, you get attacked. Oh, your insurance goes up.
How much?
It's yours, but it has like a little space thing on the top.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's for sale or something.
That's cool.
It is for sale. It is. This is CS2.
This is CS2.
Oh, you have the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is basically the
bigger than
same.
2, Michael. Huh?
It's basically the same.
Yeah, honestly. But at that price point. And then?
And so like his premiums went up, and then no one wanted to cover him anymore because someone else had already sued him for defamation earlier, and even though he won that case because obviously like the lawsuits weren't real.
Shit, yeah.
This one specific company was the only one willing to give him a policy for this type of stuff. And now when Logan Paul sued him, he decided to now I need my insurance, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out that the insurance says, no, we don't cover defamation. We cover like errors and erroneous comments or some shit like that, which is like when you're gonna get sued.
Huh?
Oh, is that from Freein? That's the elf girl from Freein.
Oh, that's her toes. That's
Yeah.
funny. I was like, it's a burger. I don't understand. Take his phone away. Confiscate his phone. He's not interrupting class too much.
It's like you're teaching, the teacher's
Yeah.
teaching, and I'm like, hey, look at this fucking meme.
And then we're gonna crack up. They're like, "What's so funny, Michael and Andres?"
Share with the class.
And I'm like, "Oh, you wouldn't understand. It's feet in a burger." And they're like, "What?"
No, they understand. They just.
I would be like, I'd be like,
it's Gerber Takis.
I would honestly be
it's
like,
Gerber Takis.
I would honestly be like, if I show you, you're gonna take my phone away. You gotta promise me you won't take my phone away if I show you.
I will cast this to the TV right now if you don't take my phone away.
No, they really do be saying that. Like, you can ask Hector. Like, they really
the dumb shit, yeah.
they really be doing saying
All right.
stupid shit like
and then,
that.
And then.
And basically, and then CoffeeZilla basically was like, when someone sues you, they're not gonna like sue you for erroneous like comments or like they're gonna sue you for defamation, right? But that's literally what the policy was for, and the policy person was like, "Oh yeah, it's for erroneous errors, not defamation."
What?
It's like, what the fuck? That's stupid. You're basically saying the same thing in different words.
Erroneous errors.
Yeah,
And
like
then?
erroneous speech or some bullshit like that. It's so fucking stupid. And and so like it turns out like because of Logan's like frivolous lawsuit,
Yeah.
he found out he got scammed on the back end for that insurance because it's not covering his lawsuit.
Ah, okay.
So it's like this a whole convoluted mess, dude. That's just it's so fucking stupid.
I need to get EBT.
Huh?
I need to get some EBT.
You need to get some welfare.
I need to get some welfare.
EBT.
Wow, CoffeeZilla, yeah, he responded with, Logan Paul sued me. He addressed Logan Paul's lawsuit with a detailed critique, asserting the lawsuit is a strategic move to silence him
Dude,
rather
Logan
than
Paul, man.
address legitimate grievances. I said address, rather than address legitimate grievances. According to CoffeeZilla, Logan's lawsuit is not focused on the original investigation, rather on two specific videos and one tweet where CoffeeZilla advocated for complete refunds for CryptoZoo investors. CoffeeZilla argues that Logan Paul has only refunded a small portion of the CryptoZoo losses, specifically the NFTs, while continuing to contest the remaining claims in court.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Logan Paul, oh my god, Logan Paul is literally the worst person alive, because did you see what he tweeted about the not trans person that everyone's saying is trans?
Oh,
The fighter?
Yeah, dude.
He was like, okay, let me just read it to you verbatim real quick, and then you can go ahead and tell me why or why not he is the like worst person alive right now, right? Oh, he deleted it, dumbass.
Yeah,
Okay,
fucking-
listen.
Nobody has it though.
No, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Of course, the internet is forever. Come on.
17 seconds is forever.
Yep.
Like that's
So, Logan Paul, known for drawing attention and controversy, was watching the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, France, when a viral moment concerning a boxing match prompted him to speak out. The match in question saw Algeria's Imani Khelif achieve a swift victory over Italy's Angela Carini, who withdrew just 46 seconds into the bout. A viral video of Carini in tears further fueled the debate over Khalif's eligibility, echoing past controversies, including Khalif's disqualification from the 2023's World Championships over gender eligibility issues, which I would like to note was run by a Russian. It was like a Russian sponsor. What's not sponsor? Russian. The match fixers. What are they called? Regulators.
Oh.
Russian regulators, and she had just beat a Russian person.
Mhm.
So, I
interesting.
wonder, what a fucking coincidence,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, she's a woman. She was born a woman. She has a Y chromosome, which happens, and she has all the lady parts.
She just
And
looks
now-
a little masculine, dude.
and now, all of a sudden, conservatives are going, it's more about your genitals? So it's a little more
interesting.
complicated than you think, you fucking
Yeah.
retards. So, Logan Paul, after seeing that, right? Because this dumb bitch, she lost in 46 seconds because she was like, no.
she took one hit and was like,
she
I'm
was
out.
like, she hit me too hard. It's crazy that she gets to compete. And I'd like to also add more context. Imani has lost several times before. This is not, like, she's not this undefeated person coming through and just destroying everyone.
Last
No.
time she claimed illness, right, or some shit. Like when she bowed out of some shit, she faked injury or whatever. Like, or not fake, she claimed injury. She claimed
Angela
she was injured.
Carini?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Italian
yeah.
one?
Yeah, the Italian.
That's
in a
crazy.
previous in the match she had right before this one, in like another tournament or whatever.
Yeah, she
was
bitched
like,
out.
yeah, she bitched out again because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
a woman. Either way.
She does
Either-
kind of look like a dude, though.
Well,
She's got
that's-
masculine features.
I was gonna say yeah, because at the end of the day, it's also you're probably thinking that because she's also trained as a fighter. So she's like,
no. She
No.
does.
She's got some masculine features.
She does. That's okay.
Yeah.
But you know what I
But
mean?
she does.
I feel like the muscles insinuate that if she had like a slim, as everyone says, whatever conventionally attractive female, hourglass body, then they look differently. But she looks a little square because she's trained her muscles and stuff like that, right? So Logan Paul didn't mince words when it comes to the boxing match controversy, right?
Did you read it, Andre?
Yeah.
I did not read it.
Read it, dude.
Feliz Día de Padre. Despierta, padre. Yeah,
Is this furries?
It's a dude
Just
furry.
furries.
All right. So, so this is what Logan Paul tweets.
Fucking had to reset his
I
brain
know.
after that. But
Dun, 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 dun.
needed a reboot.
So Logan Paul
You broke
tweeted
him,
this
Michael.
after
You
she
broke
won,
him.
right? And again, I'd note, right? She's lost other things. She's not this unstoppable beast everyone's claiming. He said, "This is the purest form of evil unfolding right before your eyes. A biological man was allowed to beat up a woman on a global stage, crushing her life's dream while fighting for her deceased father.
feast.
This
Feastables.
delusion must end." I like to read the first line one more time.
Mhm.
This is
The
the purest form of evil. Okay, you dumb fucking idiot.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
He said this is the purest form of evil. So he's basically equating it with like the Nazis and killing millions of Jews, and also he's apparently this is worse than him filming dead people that have hung themselves. You know,
He's literally saying this is Satan.
What a
This
fucking
is Satan's
idiot. Yeah.
actions on
He
Earth.
said
Like,
purest form of evil. Yeah, and they screenshotted it and stuff and whatever. And then he
Mhm.
deleted the tweet because he's a fucking idiot.
pussy.
Bitch.
Yeah.
He's
Leave it
a
up.
pussy.
Own up to it. Retard.
If we're gonna say
So-
some retarded shit, own up to it, or
Yeah,
have,
and then,
or say, "Hey, I said some retarded shit. My bad."
yeah.
I don't know
just
about
delete
that
it.
because he's not really going my bad. He's still sticking with his guns.
Oh, then yeah, he's fucking stupid.
So. Yeah.
Because he a bitch.
Yeah, so Logan Paul is the purest form of evil. If we're just throwing that fucking phrase
Yeah,
around,
for anything. He's
Logan Paul is the purest form of
Wasn't he the
evil.
motherfucker that filmed the dead body in fucking
That's what I'm
You just
saying. That's what I'm
Oh, fuck.
saying.
Yeah.
You stupid bitch.
And there was a tweet where someone was like, "Oh my God, Logan Paul is so sexy for real." And this was like
What?
yeah, like a year ago, or whatever, right?
Okay, hot
And-
take.
and wait. And then someone said, "If Hitler had abs, y'all would be thirsting over him."
No, actually, dude, on TikTok there was this discourse, this fucking what's his name? There's this Nazi bitch, Wade Wilson. So he literally because I kept seeing videos and I was like, Wade Wilson, like Deadpool, like what
Yeah.
the fuck? When did, like, are they talking about the Ultimate Universe Deadpool? Like, what's going on
Yeah.
here? But no,
Where's the meme?
how do you call it? Is this fucking like Nazi dude called Wade Wilson? That's like an actual name. He fucking he like murdered like this like these women, like three or four women, like brutally murdered them, like bashed their heads in type of brutal, like watch their like eyeballs pop out of their fucking sockets type of brutal.
Yeah.
And women, like, it's white women, I should specify, on fucking TikTok were like simping over him, like, oh, give him a
Holy
second,
fuck.
like, oh no, he doesn't deserve prison.
Fuck.
Oh no,
Was it the black guy?
No, it's this white guy. It's
Okay, because there was another one where it was a black guy who was in prison, and then they were like, "Oh my God, he has like a Sigma job, blah blah. Let him out."
Mhm.
They let him out, and he murdered two people afterwards. After becoming a model, prisoner becomes model, then murders. Let me see. There he is.
Oh,
Jeremy Meeks.
That's so fucking
Holy
hot.
shit. But yeah,
Oh
because
my
they're like, look at his square
God.
jaw and stuff, right?
Mhm.
He is an American fashion model, a former member of the Crips Street Gang. He was arrested in 2014 during a gang sweep. And then his mugshot was noticed by modeling agencies. Upon 2016, he began a modeling career. So in 2002, he was charged with robbery and corporal injury to a child, assaulting a 16-year-old boy. He served 2 years in prison, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, he was arrested in 2014 for felony weapon charges. He denied the charges. And his mugshots were posted. His bail was set at $1,050,000. They put a GoFundMe, blah, blah, blah. So he was convicted of one count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. Then, 2015, he got out and he was. They reached out to him. 2017, he made a runway debut. And then September 2019, blah blah blah. Let me see you. Now where's the other one? It's not him. There was another one that. Let me see.
No, the person I was talking about was Wade. Is this one motherfucker called Wade Wilson? He was super big on TikTok for a while. I kept seeing like people fucking talking about how either I was on both the side of where like they were simping for him and the side of people being like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you simping over fucking of an actual Nazi murderer. Like,
Not the,
yeah.
It's like the people simping over Trump, dude. You got like 18, 17, 15-year-olds like, dude.
That are
He's-
Aiden Ross fans.
Yeah,
and then-
They're like, there was like a picture of like showing Trump's like stupid fucking spray tan. He's like, so a man can't be tan, and he's like
It's
just
like-
a back and forth argument. He's
yeah.
like, no, he's using a fucking spray tan. He's like a 90-year-old man. He's like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
He's like, but isn't that is like defending him so
He's
hard. I'm like, dude, you're
78.
defending a fucking old man for having a spray tan. You're fucking
Found
lame,
it.
bro.
It was this picture, and it was like, I'm in love with his pecs. And then they're like, oh, if Hitler had abs, y'all would thirst over him. I can't find the fucking tweet.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't find like this super like muscular look like attractive. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like Logan Paul's a really attractive person.
And also,
maybe that's
he
just
has-
my taste though. Maybe
No,
that's
it's just
my
the
taste.
thing
He's
is
also
the thing is
bald.
the thing is this: muscles need to match with either a good-looking face or a very good personality, and that's in my opinion. If you have abs, if you're ripped, okay, sure, but are you equally as like pretty or beautiful or handsome on your face, or you just have a rugged, ugly-looking mug? And if you do have an ugly, rugged-looking mug, are you like a nice person? Are you like does your personality like attractive? And if it's not, if it's negative on both those things, then you're just a muscular, ugly fucking dick. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah,
That's
that makes
my
sense.
opinion.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul got hair transplants. That's
Oh,
why.
of course, dude. Every
He got
fucking rich
gender
person-
affirming
I need
surgery.
hair
I was gonna say, yeah,
transplants.
every fucking rich person has gotten gender affirming surgery. Like
I need that.
J.K. Rowling has gotten that shit.
I need that.
Oh my god, Jake Paul also got it. Holy shit. look
They're
at his
brothers, dude.
fucking
If one of them is
hairline.
balding, they're both probably gonna be balding.
I need that, dude.
Oh, fuck my spit.
Jake Paul hairline.
Fuck, dude, no.
So he also got a hair transplant. Look at him. What a fucking
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they both.
Who'd have thunk?
Dude, I thought I had a receding hairline, to be honest, but no, they're just my my fucking entradas. Whatever they're fucking
Receding
called.
hairline. Come on. They ain't no receding like Jake Paul receding. But
Like this dick receding back inside.
dick receding these nuts. Yeah, so that's all I had for
Edward,
today.
do you watch Has Been Hotel?
I want to.
I do too, but I'm like, it's like so much. Like I don't know. It's like something needs to push me in.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think I finally found my in. There's this YouTuber called Danny Montoya or some shit like that, and I like watching his like reactions to like shows and shit. And his main like the biggest series he has on his YouTube channel
Is
is
Has Been?
Has Been, or sorry, it's Hell of a Boss. So I think I found my in. I need to watch a couple of his videos, see if I can get into it. After I finish The Boys, almost done.
Yep.
I'm almost caught up. How many seasons are there for The Boys? 4?
Yeah.
You guys caught up on House of Dragon?
No, I haven't started it.
I'm not caught up, and I do
Dude,
not
I
want
never even
spoilers.
watched fucking Game of Thrones.
Wow.
You gotta watch Game of Thrones first, then actually, because Game of Thrones
No,
is actually
not
pretty
look,
good.
not really.
Yes, because
Not
you, no.
really.
It's like going, oh, you can just watch Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, and then you go, no, you want to watch it how it came out, because then you appreciate the Easter eggs.
Bunch
Because
of
then
bullshit.
if
You can
no,
watch Star Wars episodes 1, 2,
You
and 3
can,
first,
you
and then
can.
the trilogy.
That's how
fucking
I watched
retarded.
it.
That's how
That's
I
so
watched it too.
stupid.
That's how I watched
The
it.
fuck? That's not stupid. It's the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
proper way, dude.
I don't know about
no,
the proper
that-
way.
No,
It's my
exactly.
opinion, it's the
the
proper
way is chronologically the way they came out by year.
No,
not
no,
in
no.
order.
Actually, the proper way is the way I watched it, which is you watch 3
Because look,
first, then 4, then 2.
Because look, let me explain. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you.
So
let
do
me
you
hold on,
think-
hold on.
do you think
Let
you
me
would
let me
appreciate the
explain.
Easter
Let me
eggs?
explain to you real quick why
Go.
watching it episodes 1, 2,
Go.
and 3. Because if you watch it 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
I feel personally that you're not that attached to the characters 4, 5, and 6. Like you don't care for Vader like that. It's like, oh, it's just some dark motherfucker that lost his son. Oh, it's just some fucking son, fatherless bastard that's going throughout the galaxy. fixing the world. And
Fatherless behavior over
you
here.
know, and then it's like, okay, they're having a cool adventure, but you don't really like feel for these characters that much. But where, as if you watch 1, 2, and 3, it's like, holy shit, this is who they are. Okay, now I know them. I've known them for 1, 2, and 3. This is them years later. Holy shit! So now it's like a whole new depth to the characters. That's why I think 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, 6 makes a lot more sense. And as for Game of Thrones, I don't think it really matters because everyone in fucking House of Dragons is like not gonna be alive by the time we go. It's like 100 years or something or more before Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I don't think anything really takes
Well, they
I
talk
don't think
about
any-
some of the
things, but there's no
mention the
like
houses, yeah.
there's no like real like things that are attaching to Game of Thrones. You get me? Nothing linking yet as of now.
I suppose.
So that's what I think you
But-
can.
But
Also, I don't know why I don't. I like high fantasy, but I don't like it that much, to be honest. Like Lord of the Rings is like probably the
highest fantasy I'll go.
yeah.
But that's more fantasy than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is still a
Yeah.
little more like it's a little more like realistic, if you want to say it that
Not
way.
really.
Because it's like
I want to
Okay,
say
okay,
it
it's
has
more drama.
dragons in it.
It's more drama, but the dragons aren't like the thing of it. Where in the Game of Thrones, it's like, well, or sorry, we're in like, you know, the fucking ring, the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. It's like it's about the magical ring and stuff,
and
yeah, there's
magical
and-
dwarves and like magical elves
Yeah,
and like
there, there is magic in Game of Thrones, but it's not as prominently featured.
yeah.
Mm.
It's not that
It's not as high
see it's like Game of
in the fantasy.
Lord of the Rings is like fairies and pixies and shit. Not
Yeah.
whereas Game of Thrones it's like zombies.
No, where it's like people with that stuff sprinkled in the background versus the focus being that stuff. You got me?
Mm.
But it's like sprinkled. It's not like
No, that's why. It's just,
whereas like in Lord of the Rings, if you were to walk through the land of the Lord of the Rings, you're gonna
Yeah.
encounter like bullshit, like
yeah,
fantasy.
yeah.
Whereas you walk through Game of Thrones, you just might get raped and killed.
Oh, okay.
which
that's-
is very real.
That's
for the fucking what is it, the 1200s or whatever they're supposed to be
Maybe,
in.
maybe I'm just not a big fan of like that realistic. Because even with the boys, like it's like I'm mostly watching it because like Walter kept going like, hey, watch the boys.
It's
Go watch
amazing.
the boys. Go watch the boys.
Wait, oh, also when you finish season 3,
Uh-huh.
watch Gen V, which is season 3.5 basically for the boys,
Oh, okay.
and then go back to season 4.
Oh, okay. Bet.
So
bet.
you have to do that first because it's very, and Gen V is awesome. It's like a coming of age, but with the superhero kids. So you gotta
Maybe
watch
I just don't like that like gritty, super like hyper realistic, quote unquote, like type of theming. Because like it took me forever to watch The Boys, and it's because it didn't really like necessarily appeal to. Like I watched the first season, I was like, okay, that's fine, and I watched the first half of the second season, and I was like, and then I just kind of got turned off. Then Walter was like, watch it, it's good. I was like, okay. And I'm like, okay, it's good. Yeah, like I knew it was good. I already knew it was good. It's just not
I
necessarily. my
might come
cup of
around
tea.
to the boys one day, and that's just because
You
of
still haven't
Jensen
seen
and
it?
just because of Jensen Ackles. Just because
Jensen, that was the
That's-
other
that's-
thing that pushed me over the edge. Jensen Ackles. Also, the fact that basically every supernatural actor is like in The Boys. Fucking Bobby's in there. He's a senator. Fucking Sam is supposedly coming in as well.
no way.
Yeah,
That's fucking ridiculous. That's too much if they bring him in. They can't bring in the two fucking guys from Supernatural. That's fucking crazy.
Apparently you
fucking-
can.
Who else was in there? There's like a couple more that were in there.
That's Jared Padalecki.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who else was in
And
there?
John Winchester, of course.
Yeah, John Winchester. There we
In
go.
season 4.
Yeah.
It's a
There's
good one.
someone else too. There's a couple. There's a couple in there. There's a couple in there from Supernatural. That's the other thing that pushed me over the edge because I love Supernatural, dude. That shit's my jam. Can you tell I was on Tumblr in, in
Well, I was too when it
2014,
was like Super Hulak. It
2013. Yeah.
was all about that. Super Hulak.
That's
I
Super Hulak.
only got into well, so I did watch Sherlock because it was like on Netflix or some shit.
Well, Doctor
And
Who
they
too.
had Doctor Who
Yeah.
on Netflix, and that was nice watching that. Dude, I would literally rent the fucking Doctor Who DVDs from the library.
Yeah.
That's how I had
Yeah.
to watch it.
I
all, 'cause
fucking binged it all
I
on
did too.
Netflix, dude.
No, I watched it before it came on Netflix because I remember watching season 1 of New Who with the Ninth Doctor. It was just always on repeat on like BBC 58 or whatever it was, right?
Mhm.
Like it
The
would
Big
come
Black
out like
Cock.
Saturday nights. Then I just watched that for like an hour, like
Big
2
Black Cock.
episodes or whatever.
Big Black Cock Network.
That's why Eccleston's my favorite, my favorite
Eccleston?
Doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just kept watching his over and over again. And it's funny because I remember seeing him regenerate, and I was like, "What? What's gonna happen next?" But then like the next week, it would just restarted again because I guess they only had
Yeah.
the rights to the first season, or whatever. And then when I finally started getting the other series, I was like, "Oh shit!" I would have like 3 or 4 DVDs. on
Mine
my
used to
little
be
DVD player.
Matt Smith,
That's
and then it turned into David Tennant like these past like 3 or 4 years. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the nostalgia or whatever. 'Cause he's like back. He's further back in the regeneration, so
Maybe.
maybe that's why.
I will say I kind of like David Tennant's 14th more than I like his
original?
His original.
But
one.
his original's like he's like edgy.
classic.
He's like
It's
I don't want to talk
iconic.
about my feelings.
Yeah,
you know, like
he's so edgy.
I love it.
No, I feel like Matt Smith is more than that because he's like, I'm just a kid, guys, ha ha ha. And
No,
then
but
when
he's
he gets
goofy.
Serious, he
Yeah.
gets
Whereas
serious.
David Tennant's he's more
You
like
can't say David Tennant was not goofy. Him and his 3D glasses. Come on.
He was silly sometimes.
he was silly sometimes.
He was silly.
But Matt Smith was like tumbling on bullshit, dude. Like
Like the show itself makes fun of this. It's like, oh yeah, I am the dark. I am the
Yeah.
storm. Like,
I'm the oncoming storm.
I don't know. Like, cause like before, and this is before the 14th.
Like David Tennant did some fucked up shit. Not fucked
Yeah.
up, but like
they all did some fucked up shit, dude.
He-
Like
he was,
every
like-
doctor should be tried for war crimes.
Well,
Like
they did it for the best intentions or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. It's not like they haven't done good, but
David Tennant
like
had some very good dramatic and serious moments. Whereas where Matt Smith tried to do that, it still was a little like goofy. Is what I'm trying to say. It was a little
when
more
he's-
silly.
when he was like sacrificing himself for Rose Tyler and stuff, and
Rose
then
Tyler.
yeah,
Matt Smith?
Oh, sorry. I was still on David Tennant. No, Matt
Amy?
Smith. They actually, I just came across an amazing reel the other day where Matt Smith, when he's talking on the rings of the rings of Ankh or whatever it was called,
Yeah.
where he's talking to like the devil planet, and he's like, "I have seen things you would never believe."
That's like his one
I
only
lost-
series. But
No,
David
he has
Tennant
so
had
many-
several moments like that, dude.
Yeah,
Several
David Tennant
moments.
had way more moments
I wouldn't
that
say
are
way more.
like
Dude, even in the first episode, Matt Smith was being
Like
badass.
half of what it was a season. What was the season with Martha Jones? This whole time, or no, not Martha Jones. I forget what. Before Donna, he was just like
Martha.
serious as fuck
Yeah.
the entire
Dude,
time,
okay,
dude.
Like compare their entrances when they first come into the show. David Tennant fucking chops off an alien invader's arm. Is like, oh, that's the type of person I am. You can go ahead.
Yeah,
and die.
like the-
no second
Matt
chances.
Smith does
Matt
not do
Smith's
that
like,
shit.
Fish fingers and
Yeah,
custard.
exactly, exactly. That's
Like,
what I'm
so-
saying. Yeah, exactly. Precisely.
Like Matt Smith was like what made it like a Tumblr thing
Yeah.
because he was like the meme. He was the meme doctor.
He was a bit more charming and quirky. They're saying,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
like Matt Smith is like I feel like this isn't a hot take. It's like where we're kind of like the issues where like the writers forgot like what the doctor's supposed to be started showing up. Where like they started leaning way more into like the quirky Tumblr like like
Yeah.
the issues that it had a lot like during season like 13 or whatever.
And for the longest time, that's why a lot of people didn't like his doctor because he was like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, that was,
was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was his interpretation. That was
Yeah.
that regeneration. And to this day, it's like that's what makes him that doctor. That's what I think is good about him. Because I was really sad when David Tennant was regenerating. I was like, man, this is some bullshit. Especially
Yeah.
that like I don't want to go. Like that was super dramatic of a regeneration. I almost cried, dude. I really did.
I did cry.
Whereas Matt Smith's, it was serious, but it still didn't top David Tennant's regeneration, dude.
I still remember when I first saw it. I was like, it was like fucking 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. I was watching it like on a tablet. I was like some shitty like $3 tablet that I got from like the where you give your Medi-Cal or whatever the fuck, and they give you like the free Obama tablet.
That's funny.
And I was just like, they're like,
Maybe that's why they ping ponged with 12 to make him like more serious again.
I love
you know?
12. I don't give a fuck what people say. He was good.
12 was good.
He
What
was,
do people
he was-
say?
He's not. He didn't play it that well, or whatever. Or the
did,
writing,
though.
something like that.
It's because the writing started falling off in the latter half, like with the Raven and with like Clara dying and like
Her
His was
being
good.
all
His
over the
was
timeline
he was
and
like he
stuff.
was like a good combination of David Tennant and Matt Smith in my opinion. He was like he still had serious undertones, but he was still a little like funny at times. She still showed that funniness. to him.
yeah.
And
yeah.
oh wait, when he introduced himself and he's all dressed up, and then because she's like still kind of missing Matt Smith, and then he's like, "I'm not your boyfriend, Clara."
Ooh, that shallow bitch, dude! I swear to God, I hate her.
dude.
but then she's like, I
That's
know
what made
that.
Crystal and me not like her anymore. And I
Why?
understand because she's like, I want my young hot piece of ass. Doctor."
Even though he's 1,200 years
Okay,
old.
to be fair, it's like Rose Tyler did the same thing. It's
Exactly,
just
she did the
that-
exact same
Yeah,
thing.
she did.
But
the
she was
exact same
kissing
thing.
Chris, and she still was fucking with the other doctor afterwards.
And then when they made the hand version of him, she's like, now you can go and fuck that doll.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And, like,
This is a real
Rose
doll
Tyler
for
was
you.
objectively more like about.
no,
like, the
but she
face
loved
and
she
shit.
loved both of them. She didn't fucking be like, I don't know, I don't want to be anything. She was like,
She's like, can you guys make me airtight real quick? Just fucking Eiffel Tower me. And, then, and he was like, well, it's gonna close. The universe is gonna close. We're never gonna be able to Eiffel Tower.
to be
her
honest,
again.
they're both the same person, though. You know,
Like I think a lot of the flack that Clara gets is like unjustified. To be honest, like she
Yeah.
wasn't that bad of a companion.
She was just
that
a tool
made
for
no
the
up
writers.
until that moment. is what I'm saying. Up until that moment, it's like, oh, so all this bullshit that you saved all the doctors, you went through all that bullshit just so you can be like,
Can
oh,
you blame her?
I don't,
She's
I don't,
human.
I don't like
Of
this
course
old
she'd be
man.
selfish.
I don't like this old man. I want to
You
fuck
no,
Matt
no.
Smith.
You just
Like,
described it perfectly. She just went through all this effort and then to still
save
lose
her
to
her
be
doctor.
shallow at the
No,
end.
to
No.
save her doctor, and
Her
then her
doctor.
doctor still dies anyways. Like,
Yeah.
But that's still him. Like that's the
But-
fucking.
no, no, no,
But
no,
he
no,
wasn't.
No, but this is touched
Hey,
on.
no, it
especially in
is
the
still
extended material.
him.
No, no, no. It's touched on in the extended material. It is him, but it's not him anymore. A lot of what made him himself
Is those
changes. That's why
personalities,
the
yeah.
doctor has
He didn't
those,
forget.
Like,
He didn't
issues.
forget being him. He didn't forget who he
course.
was. He
No,
still
no, no.
knows that that's who he was. He's still a lot of that is still a part of him.
But that's
Each
why
doctor
when they,
carries a
that's
lot.
why when they talk to each other with different regenerations during the specials, they're like, "Oh, it's you."
Yeah, you're
Because-
a piece of shit. Like,
Or not.
They frequently do that shit. We're like, oh, I can't believe I'm become you. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like
because they're different people. Like, yeah, like
it's
the
kind of like. Do
explanation-
you remember when Matt Smith's generation is like we're all different people at different points of our lives. It's like if you were to talk to 16-year-old you, but it's still technically you. You get me? It's still like you. You might have had maybe different morals and you might have acted differently. You might have had different characteristics, but deep down, it's still fucking you. Still having those same memories.
Well,
you
now
said- when
we
you-
get
when
into
you-
the question:
yeah,
is like, are you still you? Like, in 10 years, are you still gonna be you? Most people would say, well, not most people. A lot of people would say no.
But you're not
You're not the
completely.
same
You're, but
person
you're not. But
anymore.
you're not a complete fucking stranger either to that person.
That's true. That's
yeah, you're not a complete stranger, but you aren't that person anymore.
But you
Like,
can still
it's like
relate.
An old friend.
If you were to talk to a 16-year-old dude, you can still like relate to bullshit that you would like
okay,
and do.
let's say a childhood friend from then, like I know we're different case because we managed to stay in contact a bit, but like let's say a childhood friend that you lost contact with, would you still willing to be friends with them after they've grown up? No, it depends who they grew up into, who they changed into. Like so many things. Like didn't one of your friends become like a neo-Nazi? Like. Like it all like they're different people.
But was he always sharing small little hints that maybe he's gonna lean
He-
towards that side?
He went through the alt-right. He went through the offensive meme to alt-right pipeline that you almost fell through, because he was like,
I did not. I was
I-
not almost gonna fall through shit.
You were
motherfucker.
basically in it still, dude. We still haven't been able to drag you fully out. But I
Male-
was gonna
what?
say,
Stuff what?
We as kids we would love to watch those like SJW gets
Yeah,
owned
yeah,
and like
yeah.
where they're like, where he's like, what's your name? It's Hugh. What's your name? Humongous. And he's just being stupid.
Yeah.
And she's like, humongous what? That's sexual harassment. That's sexual harassment. And then he's like, what are you talking about? And we're like, she's so crazy. Ha ha ha. But then he went, ooh, the other way where he's like, yeah, man, women are all fuckholes. And like, I need to own a gun because like my masculine, like, you know, just things
But you
like
see,
that.
like,
like you become different people as you grow up.
But also, he got hurt by a girl. Like,
Well, there you go.
Back to
Ooh.
back. He got back to back black pilled basically
Oh,
because
fuck.
two different girls were like, "We're not ready," and then, but it might have already been because of how his personality
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
You know, in the first place, and then they go and they
That's a
go and
skill
start
issue.
fucking someone else. True. They both immediately got into other relationships after. So it's like, was he the issue?
and
We
women.
don't know.
You have to understand that the girls at the same age aren't fucking necessarily maturely okay or like.
No. Because one was in high school that dumped him the second they got out of high school, and then the other one was later on in college when he was like still a well-adjusted, relatively
Oh.
person. Yeah, and then after that, the second one it was, pew!
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Yes, we're probably still fundamentally the same person, but our personality can change.
Oh, not just that, but like in the doctor's case, it's even worse because like the way it's explained in one of the fucking audiobooks in one of the extended media.
Audiobooks. I'm reading with my ears.
Exactly. How do you call it? Is that yes, he has the same traits like caring, violent, like all these different traits, right? But the regeneration causes them to shift at different levels. And you can't tell me that someone like, let's say, violent and caring, two specific traits, like if they're like at this on one person and they become this in another person, you can't tell me that's the same person.
But also,
Like,
that's
they
why
shift
the
in
war
levels.
doctor tells them like, I need this to get more violent because
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
to shut
yeah.
out the good part of me.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever,
universe
so.
doesn't need a doctor right now. It needs,
It needs
like
a warrior.
Like they're different. They're not different people per se, but they are different enough that like I can see, especially from like the perspective of a human.
She's gonna be like, oh my god, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, and she was exactly because she's human.
Yeah, like okay, like and like this is one thing because like when we change, our physical appearance relatively stays the same. You don't look exactly the same as you
Yeah.
were like
But
in
you don't
high
turn
school.
into a fucking 60-year-old man. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
what?
Your personality and your appearance don't just
But
suddenly
you hold on,
change at the snap.
but she wasn't like. All the time she was with Matt Smith, it's not like she wasn't unfamiliar of like alien bullshit and people and completely different like characteristics and looks of
But she didn't
different
know
things.
about regenerations, did she?
No, but I'm saying she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
she
she
was
did.
she was put in front of like alien species, different looks. It's not like she was like, oh, out of nowhere, she was having regular human adventures and then the man changes into an old man. She's been out there. She knows that there's bullshit that happens like that. So why wouldn't like
Because she
a
accidentally
change-
fell in love.
Well, there's
her
a,
fault.
Well, also
Skill
there's
issue.
skill issue. No, but there's also like a difference between how do you call it? Between fuck, what was I gonna say? There's a difference between like being in contact with someone else and then and then a person you care about, a person you love, all of a sudden becoming, from your perspective, someone completely different.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's say your girlfriend. Like, let's say you get home and then your girlfriend is suddenly a 60-year-old woman that has nothing, like none of her similar personalities.
Exactly.
But you see, I wasn't already
It's a
going.
shock.
If I was like already previously like
You weren't expecting
exposed to like
But she wasn't expecting
otherworldly,
it. Yeah.
otherworldly
She
horse
wasn't
shit. Like if I was
expecting
already
it.
out there in space, seeing different humans, different alien species, seeing different,
but she's not interacting with those
different
every
universes.
day to
So
fall
you
in
wouldn't
love
feel
with.
anything. So you wouldn't feel
If
anything.
I was already
yeah.
look,
So like if you were going out there experiencing
for like
all
a
that,
years, for like
for
maybe
years,
for years,
for
right?
years, you died. You've seen
I've
them
seen
become
bullshit.
different people. You've seen
Yeah.
bullshit. You
Time
would not.
travel-
You would not care that your girlfriend has become a completely different person physically.
I would care.
and with a
I would
completely
care.
different
I would care,
personality.
but I wouldn't be like, that's not who you are. Because if she regenerates,
That's her
I wouldn't
character
be,
flaw.
I wouldn't be like, oh, who the fuck are you? I would still be like, oh, you changed. What the fuck? That's crazy. But I'm glad you're still alive and you're still you.
And now she doesn't like. And none of her favorite drinks are the
I'd
same.
probably.
You have to learn a new person.
I probably would, and I still would because that's still my girlfriend
But
at the
that's
end
you.
of the day.
You're not Clara.
That's like Laura's a cunt.
Skill issue. Skill issue. Brooks on Friday.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.